In this unit, we're going to look at the MindApps within MindTap. I like to think of the MindApps as apps or buttons that are very similar to what you see in an iPhone or an iPad. Just like in an iPhone, some of the content from the apps is embedded in other places. For example, in the last unit, we saw some of the MindApps embedded right in the interactive ebook. Just like in an iPhone as well, some MindApps take you to a repository of information that you've collected or created. And just like in an iPhone, some MindApps take you outside of MindTap for extra help with discipline-specific content or general study aids. Most apps are constant throughout every course, but you will also see that some are discipline or book-specific. The MindApps themselves have several different functionalities. Some are assignment apps that let you, the instructor, alter or delete activities within the learning path. Some are sharing apps that allow you to share content or activities with your students. Some are collaboration apps that allow discussion or forums between you and students or even people outside of your course. And some are study tools specifically used, I would say, to enhance the learning experience for the student. In this first video, I'm going to focus on a few of these study tool apps specifically for students. The first app I want to show you is the dictionary. If you remember from the last unit, the dictionary is also embedded within the interactive ebook. The student can highlight a word or a term in the interactive ebook and choose dictionary, and it will automatically define the word for them. If they want to use the dictionary in isolation, they can click on the Mind app that's on the right-hand side and type in the word that they're looking for. Click the little magnifying glass, and it will bring up the definition of that word. Notice how with the word that I put in dissonance, that's the example that I used in the interactive ebook, it also brings up the term that was in the ebook itself, which is cognitive dissonance. Another app that is embedded within the interactive ebook is the Flashcard app. So again, if you remember from the last unit, when I highlighted a term, I was able to click on the Flashcard app right from the interactive ebook and create a flashcard for cognitive dissonance. If the student or if the instructor wants to create flashcards right from the Mind app, you just click on the Mind app. It'll take you to the collection of flashcards that have already been created. If the student just wants to use this to practice the terminology or the definitions, they can click on the card and it'll flip the card. They can click on next card. They can click on the previous card. They can shuffle the deck, or they can create a new card right from here. From this top setting here, the student or yourself can also change the settings for what shows first, whether it's the term or the definition. And I love the fact that the students can print this deck if they want to study using paper. The last set of study aids that I want to show you, or the study tools that I want to show you for students, is the My Notes section. It has the little highlighter and the little pencil. When you click on this, what this does is take you to a repository or collection of the highlights and notes that students have taken within the interactive ebook. And notice how it does organize it by chapter. One of the things I really like about this, just like the flashcards, is that the students are able to print this out. So they can take notes, they can highlight within the ebook, and then they can print out a study guide that they can use right before they study for a quiz or an exam or for a project. The middle tab in the My Notes section is Notebook, and this is actually a partnership with Evernote. This allows students to take notes and even share those notes with other students in class or with the instructor. And then the third tab is Bookmarks. This allows the student to bookmark a page when they're in the interactive ebook, and this shows them the last spot that they were at. When they click on the bookmark in this My Notes section, it'll take them right to that page. As you can see, the note, the highlighting, and the bookmark is also embedded right in the interactive ebook.